So, my name's Salvatore. I'm a humble 9 to 5 office worker. Someone that likes to roll up my sleeves, cook yummy plant-based meals for my girlfriend. Someone who likes to lace up my running shoes and run faster than I ever thought possible. Someone who has been able to benefit in my daily reality from integrating linen to help me stay cool in the warmer weather, stay stylish, sleep even better with just linen bedding, and kind of allow me to stay on track and kind of do what I need to do through the help of kind of this helping me out in the background. And I kind of wanted to pay a bit of homage to that and kind of share with you how you can integrate it to crush your daily reality too, and then conquer life in the process, right? So before I kind of begin that, if you want to help me out in this channel, or you'd kind of like to take your own fitness and weight loss to the next level and leverage your 9 to 5 the best way possible, I've got a product called Life Cycles. It's an ebook that takes you through everything I learned from 6 to 7 years worth of cycling and distills it into a very easy to follow guide, where I share exactly what you need to get started, the bike, the gear, the nutrition, the recovery, the exact riding to do, how to conquer mountains in a literal sense. All this is covered in the book and more to take you through step by step everything you need to know to conquer mountains in a literal and mental sense and have the best fitness and weight loss and be so fit that like it's sustainable for life and you feel amazing. So if you'd like to support me, link in the description below and go on that, and it takes you through everything, which is kind of taking me to the next level. So back to the video. So linen. Before I kind of get into linen, I want to give a little bit of a history lesson. So it turns out that linen, or flax as it's known, has dated all the way back to ancient Egypt, some 6,000 years ago, where it was like heralded for its, cooling properties. It was kind of revered as something quite pure. In fact, it was so amazing, like it was not only used by kind of like the nobles, it was used to wrap mummies, pharaohs, which is pretty crazy to kind of think how old it is and kind of how ingrained it was in their lifestyle. And then further to that point, it appears that this is actually probably the oldest fabric in the world, and records date archaeologically back some 8,000 years to show kind of how old it was. And even the ancient Greeks and Romans, they integrated linen into their lifestyle as part of clothing, household, and they even used it as sails for ships due to its moisture wicking properties and the absolute strength of the fiber, which is kind of amazing if you think about it. So I guess when I wear linen, it kind of makes me feel like I'm paying homage to my Roman ancestors, which is pretty cool. Okay. So we get it. Enough about the history lesson. What is linen or flax, and like how is it such a great thing, or why are you talking about this today? Well, that's a great point. So linen, as flax as it's known, is of course a natural fiber. It is incredibly breathable. It's got great moisture wicking properties. It is hypoallergenic. It's anti-static, which means if you wear it, you won't accidentally like zap someone. It's kind of it's something that kind of just when you like wear it, it also gets, probably the coolest thing, it gets softer over time. It breaks down and it has that real charm to it. And from an environmental standpoint, or sustainability, I should say, it requires way less water and pesticides than cotton. So from an environmental impact, it's actually really, really good because it not only lasts long, it ages gracefully, and to grow it, it's a sustainability factor. It just is fantastic. So that's kind of like what I kind of wanted to kind of like share about like what this fabric is, and kind of see, because I get really, really warm, and linen just kind of keeps you really, really cool. And that's basically like the crux of kind of this video, but I kind of want to break down how I've thought about it more and more, and like how linen is something that I really enjoy and have integrated more in my life. So I guess on the point about how I got introduced to linen, I kind of want to go back all the way to one of my best friends, Emmanuel, who kind of told me about linen and how cool it is in terms of how easy it is to wear and how it's just like really effortless, but it keeps you cool in the warmer months. and kind of distinguishes you from everyone else kind of wearing like a t-shirt. And yeah, it's kind of like that got me thinking about it. And then I guess my first linen investment or piece was a short sleeve button up white linen shirt, which I got from like my travels in Japan, which was pretty cool. But it wasn't until I got this actual shirt in this beautiful color, long sleeve, it really was something I fell in love with and have just used time and time and time again. And is actually why it's like 4 years old, because I really enjoy it. On the point about long sleeve, I think if you're going to get a linen shirt, get it in long sleeve, because you roll up the sleeves like this. It just looks a bit more grown up than a short sleeve one. It gives you more sun protection. And if you get cold, you can kind of like undo the sleeves and put them up to here. So you kind of get a little bit more protection from the cold, which is great. And then of course, like because it's a shirt, like it looks the part, it looks a little bit more dressy, but because of the fabric and kind of how it creases a little bit, which we'll get into soon, it has that element that it has this kind of charm to it, so to speak, which is what I think is kind of really cool about it. So from kind of this, I kind of got more linen shirts, and then I had like a pair of linen shorts, and then I kind of eventually, I think it was last year, the year before, got some linen trousers, which are like a linen cotton blend. And then I've got linen, like a linen suit, like all of these things, also linen cotton suit. And all of these things, I'll try to share some images, have kind of like really stood up in terms of just keeping me cool in summer. And even when I kind of sweat in it, because of the fabric, it doesn't kind of make me stink, which is awesome. So I can kind of wear it with confidence, even on like a really hot day. And because it's kind of not tight and a bit like airy, it kind of just naturally like cools you down, which is kind of pretty cool and kind of gives you that confidence. It's just kind of cool to know that I guess it's such an ancient thing, but it still holds up to this very day. And the fact it gets like softer is really cool. So I guess from a clothing point of view, that was really cool. And then I guess to transition to my next point. Oh, okay, so yeah, I guess the drawback of linen is, but I think it's part of the charm, is that it does crease. Now, what I mean by this is you can kind of see it's creasing here a bit, but I think it's part of the charm. Like, yeah, it's gonna crease, but it's not the end of the world. Like, if you stress about it, then you're kind of losing the whole point of wearing it. And like, you're kind of going against like the lax, laid back part about it. So, and another thing, like if you watch my videos about how to iron, you'll learn how to iron linen and you'll kind of get rid of a lot of those heavier creases. So when you get some creases from wearing it, they'll kind of seem more natural, which will kind of diffuse a lot of the issues of kind of that you're feeling. Or if you're kind of like a bit on the fence, get like a linen cotton blend. So it kind of would hold up a little bit more. Won't have the same like premium like summer wicking properties, but because it's still a natural fabric, it blends really well with it. So that's kind of like another option to consider if you're really like stressed about it. But the more you kind of wear it, the more it softens up, the more you'll realize it's kind of like something that you really enjoy and like, which then takes me to my next point about like how I'm talking about it weaving into my future and like daily reality. So for me, I'm someone that sleeps really hot and get really warm. So I'll wake up in the night, I'll be like sweaty sometimes, and it's kind of really tricky to fall asleep because I like to be really, really cool. And here's where linen comes into the play, or the fray, so to speak. I kind of had 100% cotton like sheets growing up, and I kind of at some point replaced my sheets with a linen fitted sheet and then a linen pillowcase. Now, the fitted sheet was a bit rough when I first used it, so I had to wash it a couple of times, and it really softened up nicely. And it really helped me to kind of like stay cool in the warmer weather, and also, incredibly enough, stay nice and warm in the colder weather. Like this beautiful like regulating property about linen, which just, I don't quite understand how it works, but it's pretty incredible for that point. And kind of like at this point now, the like bedding I'd say is 100% linen now, because I had like a cotton flat sheet, but that's been so old it's kind of frayed. So I've started to retire that, and because of Black Friday, there was like a 2-for-1 deal on a queen flat sheet. So I got two, of course, because when you wash one, you got to use the other one, and so it's good. So I got that right, and I'm really excited to like start using it and kind of have the full leverage benefits of like linen sheets. And also I had like a linen duvet cover that my girlfriend got me, so I really enjoy that too. And it just kind of helps to keep me, yeah, like really cool. And I like the charm of it. Like it looks kind of just really, it looks different to cotton. It kind of, you kind of start to see and appreciate it for what it is. So I think that's kind of really cool in terms of how it then helps me get better sleep, and then I kind of wear it during the day, and it's kind of like, again, woven its way into my daily reality, which has kind of helped me, make content and kind of go about my day and just kind of integrate it into my brand. Like I always love wearing this linen shirt, even with like jeans like I've got, pairs of trousers, shorts, chinos. It's just really fun to kind of have that level of integration. It kind of gets me to my next point where I'm, even at the time of writing and filming this video, I'm already thinking about how else can I integrate linen into my life. And see, the thing is, in my room, I've kind of got like a curtain that comes down this way. It doesn't fully block out the light, and a bit of heat also seeps through the sides. So what I'm thinking of doing is investing in now some like linen curtains. So have that kind of hang above and kind of cover the extra bit. And we're also, adding a nice sense of style and pop to the room as well. And just kind of like really helping getting that nice sleep and diffusing the extra bit of heat that comes through to keep the room cooler. And of course, because it's like linen, and if I get it unlined, I can take it off the rod and kind of put it in the washing machine for some nice, easy maintenance, which is really, really cool to see. So I'm looking forward to kind of that. I might update as how that goes. I've also got like linen napkins. My sofa, as I'm writing this, is like a good percentage of linen. So it just really helps in the warmer months when you're kind of sweaty, and it just is a really nice fabric to enjoy. And I guess I just wanted to do this video to pay homage because I don't think a lot of people know about linen, and I think guys especially. And I guess in part of kind of what I do, like, working 9 to 5, dressing in a way that's kind of quite classic and, timeless, and just like, being able to have really good sleep and kind of improving as many aspects of my life as I can. It seems like linen as a fabric is something that's gone under the radar, and I kind of want to talk about how it's been so great and really helped a lot of me, kind of like the back end of my life without realizing it, kind of have a better impact on the front end, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I wanted to like share today. So what I kind of want to hear from like you is, have you integrated linen? Like, what's your favorite piece of linen clothing that you own? And kind of, leave a comment with that, and kind of give a like, share with your friends if you've got a friend that really enjoys linen as well. Because I kind of wanted to do this video just kind of doing a brief snapshot summary about like why linen is such a great textile and how it can help you, conquer your, I guess, daily reality, making it a bit easier in the warmer weather, and then conquering life in the process, not being slowed down by the heat and just really excelling. So as I always say, conquer mountains, conquer life. If you'd like to help me out, click the link in the description for a copy of Life Cycles Today. Less than the cost of an Uber Eats order, less than a PlayStation 5 game, less than a night out with friends, and, less than, like on the town, drinking some alcohol. Conquer mountains, conquer life. Thanks.